What's up, guys? It's Franky here. Today we're gonna make a song out of the Nintendo Switch 2 trailer. I was thinking of getting something like a Steam Deck. I'm still not 100% sure what to get. I think the Switch looks really cool. I really like the Nintendo games in the first place, and it's nice that you can play games like Cyberpunk and Elden Ring in the future on the Switch. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Switch, and I thought maybe it's a cool idea to just make a song out of the trailer, right? So I already downloaded it. If you haven't seen the video yet, it's 5 minutes, so I'm not gonna watch the whole video with you guys. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you a little bit of the intro.
The Nintendo Switch.
So I think that intro sound is pretty damn cool, and at the end there's also a little, like, very nice resonant synth kind of thing that I think we can make something cool of. That bloom bloom. So yeah, let's open up our DAW. I isolated this part, right? The classic Switch clappy thing. And I use this part right there, copied this 4 times. I'm gonna loop that later on. But then one of these things I put here and I stretched it all the way like that. And then I put some EQ on top of it just to remove bass. So we have a nice stretched pad thing. And then I threw this on here, and shout out to Nasco. He made some really cool presets that you can use. I really like this one, for instance, the color thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. But you have like some macros here, and you can set your key, for instance, so this thing will change to the desired key that you want. So now I put it to D. You can see here with the blue dot that it will align to that key. And then over here there are a few things you can switch minor, major, and the amount of color. This is just like a timbre, whatever it is, to switch the sound a little bit. I think that's pretty cool too, just that. I really like this part. That. Boom, boom. I think if we throw some distortions and stuff on that, because the harmonics on there and the bass is really cool. For everybody who's not really into the Discord yet, also like a recent post on my YouTube with an invite link. Oh, actually, we need to. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna set this up as a MIDI effect so we can trigger. Okay, and now in theory we can trigger stuff with the LFO, which is cool. I want to see what happens if we throw a fat rack on it, but I think it's too much though.
The Nintendo
Sounds like a chipmunk now.
The Nintendo Switch 2.
What happens if we throw this? By the way, I'm using Shaperbox, and I use my MIDI to like trigger certain patterns in the sidechain. So now it's triggering E, so that means over here my E LFO shape will be loaded. If I play a D sharp, it will load that one, D, C sharp, and so on. So C sharp, D, D. So if I go up a note, it will get shorter or like less sidechain. And if I go lower on the key, it will have a giant sidechain. So that way it's just really easy. Like, oh, it's too much sidechain. Oh, I'm just gonna move it up 1 or 2. And then you can have full control. Plus, as you can see here, like these MIDI regions, they are set up for every group. So I have a MIDI sidechain thing specifically for drop sounds, but I have a different one for my sub, which might need to be longer, you know. Everything else is just everything else, synth stuff. And for instance, if you have a drum fill, you don't want that to be affected by the sidechain so heavy, I can just, you know, put this up a bit, and then just for the thumb fills, there is a less heavy sidechain. So that's why I like to work in this preset, this template. It's the same for hats, and also a nice trick for hats. I tend to do this. So it only sidechains everything below 10,000 kilohertz. So everything above will keep playing. So even if you have like a super heavy sidechain like that, there's always like 10K, everything above 10K on the hi-hats that will continue. So that way you don't get like completely like smacked into the sidechain, so there's no like groove left of the hi-hats. Yeah, what do you guys think about the Switch going to $90 for a game, by the way? $90 for Mario Kart. I think that's fucking nuts, bruv. Because that's the thing. If you were about to get a Steam Deck or something, on Steam you will have a deal for like $6 and you can buy a really cool game. Oh, you know what? Could be cool. Really fast. Oh yeah, there we go. Woo! More stab. Also that clap, we need more 1K and stuff. So maybe that actually works with this as well, because we can like throw it down. Oh shit. There we go. I do feel like the drop, it would be nice if it has the same pattern. Woo! I think that's too low. Whoa! Damn! Yeah! Let's get rid of some reverbs at specific points. That's the Switch sound, by the way. The like that. Let's find out what else is there. the Nintendo. That was actually pretty cool. Oh, that's nice.
Switch to 2.
Yeah, not not 100% sure about this. Maybe a little bit more of Nintendo stuff in there. I mean, everything, almost everything is from this trailer, but
Play anywhere you go.
maybe you can use some of that hugs, like on the drop.
Play anywhere you go. Where you
There too. That's so fucking funny. Nintendo Switch. Nintendo.
Switch 2. Play anywhere you go, and how it's improved from the
That's the one. Okay, I'm just gonna play one time and then we should be done. Here we go.
All together, anytime, anywhere.